How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, today, here we go. Oh, here comes Juno. She's coming to join us. Come say hi, sweetie. Can't get up on the table because we got a table full of parts here. We're fixing to do some surgery. Do some surgery on some pocket knives here, on the Recon ones that we have. We're gonna make a new purple knife. That's my girl. That's my sweetie. So you can't get up on the table though, okay, kiddo? I know you want to get up on the table. Why don't you come and say hi real quick? Uh-oh. Okay. Got to get on the table? Huh? Okay, you gonna let me make the video now? That's my girl. Let me make this video. Gotta make this new Recon 1 that we got. That we're gonna make. Alright. Here we go, people. Let's get this party started. I think I got everything I need. And so I decided what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave this one the way it is. I like it the way it is. I like the black and blue. I like the way the black matches with the snaggletooth, what do you call it? Thumb stud and all that kind of stuff. So it all sort of goes together to me. So I like the way this one is. So I don't want to change this one. I want to leave it the way it is. And I think I like black pocket clips better anyway, to tell you the truth. So what we're going to do, I'm taking my other one that's polished, my other old Oz 8 one that's polished also. These two Recon ones were bought when they first came out. So these are the old original OG Andrew Demko Triad Recon ones. Prior to this, they had a different type of lock, and it was sort of like an axis lock, or it was an axis a crossbar style lock. I never bought one of those, but I do have the AK-47s with those locks. I forget the name of the lock, what they used to call it. But anyway, let's get this party started. Okay, sweetie, you gotta get down, kiddo. You gotta get down, sweetie. All right, let's get this party started. Let's start taking these things apart. So we're not taking apart this one. We're just gonna leave that one the way it is. And it's gonna be between these two. These two are gonna swap some parts. And so this is going to be sort of an experiment for us too, because this is the original Triad Recon 1, and I'm thinking that the parts are swappable. I don't know if they are or not. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. So let me see, what should I take apart first? Let's take apart this one first. I got the wrong tip on here. This one. It doesn't look like it's there. This one doesn't belong here. This one goes here. So where's that other bit? Let me see. My T6 is starting to get a little bit worn out. People, I need to get a new T6. I thought I had the T6 here, but maybe I didn't. Or maybe this is it. Let me see. There we go. Okay, there it is. This one's okay if the screw's like a little bit loose, because it's a little bit tweaked out of shape. just from, you know, years of use. And when it used to get like that, that's why I used to always get Sears Craftsman tools. That's what that is. I could just run over to Sears, my local Sears, which is not too far away, you know, maybe a mile or two away, at the local mall, and go and they would just let me just swap the tools all the time when I wore them out, when I wore out the tools. But that Sears and that mall has pretty much closed down now. All the malls in my area are pretty much dying out because everybody buys everything online. It's just a sign of the times, people. And when they don't get it online, everybody goes to Walmart. Walmart's making money. This sort of seems like that's the way it is. There are still, you know, department stores left and stuff like that, but they used to be everywhere. Now they're not. That's the difference. Times are changing. Times are changing. Well, I've been able to make a video in the last couple of weeks. I had a couple major things happen in my life. My car that I normally drive to work, the transmission went out on it. It's got about, you know, I got about 180,000 miles on it. And the transmission finally went out on it. Luckily I have AAA because I was stuck. And I work in a different city than I live in, so I need to have a car. And so I was figuring out how to get another car. Finally got another car, so I'm good to go now. But sort of zapped my funds. The cushion that I'd like to have. Because I had to use money for a down payment because I couldn't trade in my car because nobody would take it because it wasn't running. It runs, but I mean, it doesn't drive. It drives, but it drives like super slow. Goes into gear and everything, but I thought about just maybe, because, you know, I see that you can get like used transmissions for it, like out of a junkyard. I thought about doing something like that. And putting transmission in it. And just keeping it as a backup car. Because it's a good looking car. My car looks really nice. It's just the transmission's crap. It's starting to have a lot of miles on it. So. If I could fix it for, you know, a real reasonable price, I might fix it. Keep all these parts together. And these parts are going to get swapped out. They're going to go to this knife. So I'm going to pull them out. Or you know what? I like these grips better. But they're the same, I guess, but these are just newer. But that's probably got a mark worn in it, huh? From where the pocket clip was at. Let's see. It's not that bad. About the same as this one. I'm thinking just taking the blade and putting it on this one. That's what I'm thinking. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go and take this, put this over here now. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Me, in order to get this new car and stuff, I just worked a ton of overtimes, people. I worked 13 days in a row. Yeah, those 13 days, 7 days I worked doubles. So I'll be able to replenish my savings account. Yeah, we live in some weird times nowadays. Everything costs so much. I couldn't believe how much used cars cost nowadays. Because I'm the type of person I buy used cars all the time, and used motorcycles and things like that, because you can get them at like a real good price. You know, especially there's always a lot of cars that people don't really even drive, and then they go to sell it when it gets like, you know, 5 or 10 years old or something like that, and it doesn't even have that many miles on it. Those are the kind of cars I like to get, cars and motorcycles and things. I find a good deal. And I like to pay almost cash for them, so I don't have to pay payments. I'm not into trying to have a bunch of payments so I can have a brand new car. I don't know. I'm not really a car person, people. When I was younger, I was. But now, you know, I just like having a car that's, you know, good and dependable and gets good gas mileage and can get me back and forth to work. Because any other time, I'm usually on the motorcycle. The only time I really drive cars is when I go to work. And I had to ride my motorcycle to work for about a week until I got another car. And that got old real quick. Because it's cold in the morning. On the way home, it's nice, but in the morning, because I had to be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. That means, like, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm on the road. It's too cold. I love riding bikes, but I don't want it to be an endurance test. I want it to be enjoyable. I love the Recon 1, people. Y'all know that. Y'all figure that out by now. Okay, let's keep these parts over here to this side. The pin's right here. That pin didn't come out right away. I'd like to put it on here where I can see it better. Take this blade. These have been serviced not too long ago, so I'm not even really worried about trying to totally reservice them and stuff. I like to get a screw in here just to hold this in place. And what I'm doing, I'm putting the dark colored screws in it. Okay, well, leave that one there for a second. This is supposed to have all the bright parts. All right, got that in there. And then maybe we will put the pocket clip on it this time. Okay. Put a little grease in this. It feels kind of dry. Okay, looks like it's gonna work out just fine, people. We got this one. Trying to figure out which pieces fit. They all look the same. That one been there. Okay, this one feels more worn. Yep. Okay, that's the old one. Yeah, that's the old, so I can see it is because I polished it right there. Okay. Just had to get my parts right, people. We're all set to go back together. Bright parts. way down, back it off, quarter turn. Now screws. And this one's just about done. One down, one more to go. Just finger tight, that's all you do. Let me take them out. I think. There we go. You know, I am going to do this without a pocket. Okay, I always had it. This one I like to carry in my jacket pocket. I'm just checking, making sure they're all tight. Okay, let's check out and see what we got. Perfectly centered. Perfectly centered. Solid lockup. No movement side to side, up and down. Nowhere. Oh yeah. Boom, there it is there. All right, that one's set up. That one's set up the way I want it. Now it's got all polished screws and polished parts now with new scales on it, newer scales on it. That'll work. These are the old ones. Okay, next. This one's done. We're gonna do a part 3, people. I'm gonna do part 3 because I know this video's getting long. So I'm gonna do 3 parts. It'll be 3 parts. So peace out. Part 3 coming up, people. Part 3 coming up. Stay tuned. Peace.